Good morning, LRFC fans. I was about to say LFC fans, but you are LFC fans and LRFC fans. Another morning. Well, the first morning in a long time. No beats here with you lot. I'm going to discuss some of the things that we learned from the AC Milan game. Important things that you might say. We didn't have a good start, but we'll go through it. And just some housekeeping rules. Make sure you guys, so you come in, like, or try and get us to 50 likes video. That helps algorithms spread the word, and it pops up on people's feeds. If we don't get 50 likes, it doesn't do that. It won't push it as much. So that's why I'm always asking you lot for the like. And also, if you're new here, welcome. If you're watching back, welcome. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you are notified every time we go live or every time a video is out. So, guys, I'm gonna break it down. Usually, I'll go back and watch the match. I rewatch the match. When you're watching the match live, when it's your team, there's anxiety, there's pressures, things that you might miss because of you're fully invested because it's your team, no matter what. So every little detail you won't pick up on. But I found a really good thread. This guy's been doing it for a while as well on Liverpool since Slot has arrived. And I started to like his work. His name is Jimmy. There's his tag on Twitter. Go follow him. He does break it down really well. Big up, Alexander. Welcome. It does break it down really well. Very simple to understand as well. Sorry, guys. I've got this persistent cough. So you might hear me coughing a lot. But he does really a really good job in analyzing and breaking down the Liverpool games. Please do go check him out. Go follow him. Go tell him where you found his stuff from as well. That way he can even know that we're pushing his work as well. We're not here to plagiarize. We're here just to share what's good. Anyway, let's get into it. The game, from just an overall view, Liverpool did not start well. The first 5 minutes was a bit crazy. It didn't look like they settled in to their formation, or their focus wasn't right. It didn't help that the first one was an offside chance that they did have, and then the second one came straight after it. And sometimes you need these things to wake you up before you actually understand you need to focus from minute one. Because the football at the highest level will punish you. Not like playing it's not playing a Carabao Cup on a Champions League night. You know what I mean? This is the Champions League. You will be punished. But anyway, let's get into it. So it's broken down here how Liverpool's shape was and what AC Milan was doing in the beginning that was causing us issues, where they had Morata here occupying the two centre-backs, Leao is occupying Trent, and then Loftus-Cheek here going in behind Gravenberch. So Gravenberch had to cover a lot of distances. This is where my criticism comes in with Mo Salah. He's not very defensively aware. a lot of the time. He should be dropping in to roughly very, very close to the Loftus-Cheek so he can react on Hernandez at the bottom here. If he does that, then he can easily come out quickly if that ball is switched. But that was the out ball that was killing us in the beginning. And then for the first goal, you saw that they had that same situation, but on the right side. And their right back flicked it onto Morata, who dropped in. Van Dijk followed him. But before that, when that ball was being floated into their right back, Tsimikas, who was the closest to him, was like a half a second late. And this is what happens. You know what Slot said? He said that if you're going to lose your jewels, there's no point talking tactics, because if you're not switched on for that ball and ready to contest that ball, then it's over. The guy cushioned it to Morata, who dropped in to where McAllister is here. He flicked it on then to Pulisic, who had acres of space, because obviously Van Dijk and Tsimikas have vacated their positions, and McAllister unfortunately does not have the physical capability to get back. It's almost impossible. He's not athletic enough. If we had someone that's very athletic, you could see like in such a situation, that Declan Rice will probably be getting back, Rodri will probably be getting back, but not a McAllister, unfortunately. But anyway, so that's how we conceded the first goal. We shored it up, and we'll go through it. Jimmy here does break it down how Slot sorted it out, which is here. So what he did was he did a tactical tweet. He said, Van Dijk, you have to deal with Morata by yourself this time. Don't you two be getting drawn. Konate went out onto the right to pick up Leao, and now Alexander-Arnold was free to pick up Hernandez, and Gravenberch and McAllister were both on duties to look after free midfielders. This is the risk that we usually use. I'll show you. Actually, here you go. So you've got Gakpo, Jota, Szoboszlai, and Salah all in a 4-2 formation with Gravenberch and Maka in behind. So with this is that these guys are all lined up to go against their back four, and always is going to be an extra man here for forget Pulisic here, because that's Tsimikas' man, but you'll have Loftus-Cheek, Fofana, and then you have the extra man here, Reinders, who's going to try and cause all sorts of problems in the half spaces or in between the lines. But if your press is right, if your intensity is right, you can always make it difficult for opponents to take advantage of that of those numbers that they have. But that is the gist of it with regards to how we defended yesterday. When we woke up from our sleep, from our slumber, the first 5 minutes, we were pretty much on point with regards to off the ball stuff. Anything off the ball, we were gobbling it up. It was easy, light work because of the hard work that Maka, Gravenberch, especially Gravenberch, who had to cover a lot of ground, was picking up. The press here is also very, very aggressive from a goal kick. You see here that once the trigger is made, Szoboszlai, which off the ball pressing, he is phenomenal. Yeah, I never criticize him with regards to his pressing and his hard work, his work rate. I have criticism of Szoboszlai on the ball, but we'll talk about that in a bit. Here they made Tomori panic here and almost won the ball back here in a really good, dangerous situation. They swarmed him Szoboszlai pushed from the right. Gakpo was pushing from centrally in front of him and covering the left. And Trent here at the back, he's ready to bounce on it's number 29. I don't know who he is. I think it's Liao. I'm not sure. No, I don't know. I think it could be Fofana. Is it Fofana? Yeah, I think it's Fofana, yeah. He's ready to push out on him, if anything. And the others are ready to bounce as well. But yeah, that's we did that a lot. You know what I mean? So we did that a lot. We pressed them well. They panicked a lot. We created some chances. Salah hit the crossbar twice, I believe, from such situations. But we had a really good stint. This was a visual of the aggressive nature of our press. We had 74 recoveries, 16 were high compared to 7 of Milan. Milan only had 7 recoveries. So I think that's the, and these patches is where we won the ball the most. So here around Gakpo's area, we won the ball a lot. Here around Gravenberch's area as well. And Szoboszlai, we've won the ball a lot. And on this side as well, where usually Jota and Salah will be operating. But anyway, the second half it went well. Look, we kept them on 0.61 xg, and xg. Remember, it doesn't tell the whole story because, for example, Szoboszlai's non-shot against Man United wouldn't be counted for the xg because he didn't shoot. If he shot, then the xg would have been high, but because he didn't shoot, doesn't count for it as an xg. Do you know what I mean? So that's the flaw in xg. But then there's other stuff like expected threat and whatever. Yeah. So you can see here when we're very compact here, it works. When we're compact like this and organized, it works. It's very hard to break us down. However, when we sometimes go AWOL, and we go AWOL because we try to do Hollywood balls, and Trent needs to cut some of these out. Some work, but some of them, like a lot of them, don't. So that's why he said you pick your moments. You pick and choose the correct moments. Decision making is key for top level players. And then I think Trent was given the license to decide whenever he wanted during Klopp's era. There was even that video that was saying that they didn't really curtail his creativity. Whatever he felt he'll do. Like sometimes Klopp will be angry you're doing too many. Like calm it down for a bit. And that's what we missed against Nottingham Forest. We were rattled too early and we didn't push. We didn't hold on to the ball and relax on the ball as much as we could have. But AC Milan couldn't create any good chances, to be honest. They had 2 shots on target. The only other shot that was a threat was the goal itself. It had 1 or 2 things towards the end, but it was a bit too late by then. Here we can see who's been working defensive work rate here. Kanate is obviously number 1, number 2. Gravenberch, 3, McAllister, Van Dijk, Simica. Remember, Van Dijk is more of a last resort. He's not front-footed defender. He's more of a control the situation. People need to understand a different type of defender. Some people like I got a friend of mine, United fan. He likes those guys that just don't mess about, jump into challenges. I don't. I personally like my defenders to defend the space. If the player beats you, he beats you. You know what I mean? Force the player to beat you rather than you dive in and then you've given them the easy chance if they beat you to score a goal. Rather beat me fully comprehensively without me giving you like a chance, be diving in, and then you've got acres of space to operate with. That's my thinking, but to each his own. Gravenberch has 7 interceptions, and we'll talk about each player that I thought was a game changer for me, or let us down a little bit. It is the expected threat, as you can see here. This half space, the darkest reddish oranges color here, is where we got most of our threat, and that was down to, dare I say it, Mr. Gakpo, who was excellent on the night. Unlucky not to win man of the match, in my opinion. Also with Ryan Gravenberch. The two Dutch players were just absolutely phenomenal in this game. They epitomized like absolute technical ability as well as smart play. Yeah. Now, I've given flowers to Konate. Konate was a beast, excellent on the night. He was the top in regards to defensive work yesterday. Now, number two. Yeah, Hollywood Rock, glad we got AC Milan rather than Inter Milan. No way we win 3-1 versus them. Yeah, Inter Milan are a serious team with regards to how they set up not to concede. Very difficult to break down. I think we would have struggled big time against Inter because we haven't learned how to deal with stubborn defenses, many men behind the ball, deep blocks. We still haven't learned how to deal with that because we like that space in behind, because Mo Salah always makes that run in behind. Sports Direct, Mike Ashley, sponsor us. Hated up in Newcastle. What? But yeah, we would have struggled 100% Hollywood Rock, 100%. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, Konate was absolutely a monster. He's covering essentially two positions. You know, all the best players are covering two positions here. Then you've got Gravenberch that was absolutely unplayable, and he was man of the match. The amount of time he intercepted and then put a ball through, cutting through the lines to start our attacks. Gakpo, unbelievable. Jota had a semi-poor game. He should have squared it when he had the chance to. He didn't. And he shot wide. Still can't believe why he shot wide. But it looks like he was in two minds and he just took his eye off the ball for just a split second. But here is why when I say to you that Szoboszlai needs to improve, that amount of times he receives the ball in between the lines, and here's a little bit deeper, but there's a lot more in the first half where he receives it roughly where McAllister is here right now. Jota's behind Loftus-Cheek. McAllister is in Akers here, right? So he'll receive it roughly around those areas. And too many times he'll pick the wrong option, or he would distribute a pass that's absolutely like not even hitting the target, or lack of power, or the direction wasn't correct. This is where I have to get on him and say, why are you not using your God-given ability? You can shoot. He can shoot. He was pissed off the other day when they were doing the FIFA ratings that his shooting was not high enough. But you got to show them why your shooting is not high enough, because countless of times he's in an attack 3 versus 2, 3 versus 3, and he makes the incorrect decision. He's looking for Mo Salah most of the time. Just be your own man. Push, look for your shot. If you look for your shot, they'll close you down. Other people will be available. Then you can give an easier pass. But if you look like you're going to pass, they're going to just block those passing lanes away and be ready to bounce on whoever you're trying to pass to, and they're anticipating. So what you have to do, in my book, is show that you can, just like Slot said, you have to have better numbers as an attacking midfielder, because countless of times he gets those positions. Against Man United, prime example, someone cuts it back for him. just shoot. There's no point you having to think about it, trying to humiliate someone. Just shoot, man. You've got the shot. Destroy them. Like, what is it? I don't understand. You got to step on people's necks here. This is the highest football. You're not going to be given time. There's no messing about. This is not five-a-side. Just shoot the bloody damn ball. So on the ball, he was a little bit frustrating for me on the night. And that was rough. And Jota as well. The two players that were just a little bit disappointing on the ball on the night was Jota and Szoboszlai in my book. We really got a good headache dilemma on the left side here. We've got Gakpo, who's absolutely played wonderfully well. He just glides. He's got good decision making. He can cross the ball. He can shoot the ball. And what I like about him more than Diaz on the left is that his teammates know when he'll pass and when he'll shoot, and you see it from his assist with for Szoboszlai, which I believe that Szoboszlai didn't mean to shoot. He meant to control that, but that's me. But yeah, that's why that's my thinking behind that. Let's deal with some of the comments here. Hi, Fawzi. How are you? Fulham versus Newcastle United. Bruno, Joelinton, Sandro Tonali. It's a start for Newcastle United in a win for Newcastle, hopefully. Yeah, but you've commented twice exactly the same thing. Adieri. Yeah. So that's my issue. I don't know about you guys. You guys let me know in the comments below. What's your because everyone's got one thing that just irritates them on the pitch. Oh, and Tsimikas also. Tsimikas shooting absolutely garbage last night, or 2 nights ago. Absolutely garbage. But what I do like is that if he's on his right, he's gonna try and use his right. Unlike Robbo. Robbo is too predictable in that regard. Yeah, so that's practically it, guys. Yeah. Do follow this guy. I honestly wish we could use what do you call it? I honestly wish we could use clips, real life clips to discuss how the game went, because a moving clip is way better. You get the good visuals. But unfortunately, I don't know what happened to fair use in copyright. Like if we use 5 seconds, for example, and then pause it just to break down a situation, that should come under fair use. But what happens is that YouTubers become tyrannical. Like they just work for all of these big Premier Leagues and what have you. So the Premier League is just your product will become much better if you allow people to discuss your product and the game itself. Like as long as we're not showing full games or highlights, we're just breaking bits here that it should be okay. Red Vision says here, welcome, brother. Would you bench Jota for the next couple of games? I wouldn't bench him for the next couple of games, but the next one definitely. I want to see how Nunes operates from the start, because he does deserve a chance to show us from the beginning if he's been learning the slot way or the slot identity of playing up front. What I've liked about him is he's a lot more calmer now. He's not that, lung bursting, running into space whenever. He's more measured now. He's jogging around the area, then moving, like suddenly moving. That's what strikers are supposed to be. It shouldn't be predictable. You should be looking disinterested and then just come alive when you make eye contact with the player that's trying to assist you. That's what I think. And he's got the physical attributes to actually hurt a lot of teams. But what a game. I think we've got Bournemouth at home. on Saturday. What a game to come into and show what you're all about. So they're going to be stubborn again. They might do a low block again, but it's up to us to learn how to deal with these situations, because 9 times out of 10 we rely on like a special moment, but we need to wear them down, learn how to break them down by pulling them apart. This is what I think. This is why I think Mo Salah won't be given a new contract. They're going to be looking for like another technical guy up on the right wing who doesn't run in behind too much, more receives it on the touchline, on the edge of the box, in the half space, and then can create something or create space for himself where he can take a dangerous shot. That's my opinion. But each to his own. We're gonna be doing a preview show on Friday. Make sure you guys are checking us out on Friday. We're doing a preview show with the panel, the great panel, and hopefully we can discuss the Bournemouth in more detail. There's a lot of people that's not not fancying this manager after the Nottingham Forest match, but we'll discuss that as well, because I got a few questions for some of the panelists who decided that this guy's not it after the Nottingham Forest. But yeah, to each and his own. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but you are entitled to your opinion, but we're also entitled to question that opinion. You know what I mean? So we're gonna try and question those opinions. They can question ours. But thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for tuning in, for watching. For those that are interested in the breakdowns and stuff, that was for you. For those that's not interested in the breakdowns, there are other shows that will be available. More of the panel show is absolutely great. It's probably box office, man. You guys need to join in Friday night, around 9 o'clock-ish. We will be there. Hopefully you are too, and we will discuss and we will break down the Bournemouth match, upcoming match, and who should be starting and who shouldn't. But my take-home message from the AC Milan game was Gakpo, Gravenberch, Konate. These are standouts. I'm not saying whoever I don't mention was just having a horrible game, but just the standouts. And yeah, that was the three that stood out for me. And the one that I think can do better is Szoboszlai on the ball. On the ball, he needs to make better decisions, better passing. Sometimes his passing I question it. And I hope this guy can fix those issues as soon as possible, because it's possible. He just needs to understand the situation a little bit better. Richard, welcome, my brother. Richard says, Assalamu alaikum, no beats. How are you? I'm all right, my brother. LFC 0 versus Nottingham Forest, and then AC Milan. It's 3-1 to Liverpool. Next, LFC Bournemouth Saturday. We want breakdown analysis conclusion on head coach and matches. Thanks, definitely, man. We'll be doing that. Do you want player ratings? All right, let's go. Let's get into player ratings, man. Let's just, before we go, let's just do some player ratings, right? Let me try and find the player ratings. Okay. Okay, let me just pull it up. Pull it up. All right. Here we go. Let me share my screen. There you go. All right. You guys can see that. Make it a little bit bigger. All right. You guys can see that. All right. For me, Allison didn't really have much to do apart from that first one. Didn't really have much to do. So I'm gonna give Allison a 6 because he didn't really have to do nothing to do. Like, we want to judge them on what they produce, but it's not bad. It's just the defense in front of them was absolutely excellent after the first 5 minutes. What would you guys give Allison? Mine is 6. Trent, I would give a 6.5. Remember, guys, the way I do the ratings, 5 is bang on average, and 10 is obviously excellent, and 1 is absolutely garbage. So when I give them the ratings, it's like they just did their job. You know what I mean? So Trent, 6.5. Kanate, I would give an 8. Absolute beast. Liao recovered really well on Liao, beat him that one time. Van Dijk, another 8. Got the goal. Was a threat up there. And also was a calming influence. Simicast gets a 6 for me. Maybe a 5 because it's just a little bit late in the first one that led to our goal. Gravenberch for me was a 9. Absolutely, what a baller. The guy's got technical ability for days. Can receive on both feet, turns, glides with the ball, passes well, can shoot. We haven't seen these shots lately because it's a little bit deeper, but he can shoot, guys. He can shoot. I'm telling you now. Go watch some of his highlights and even look at the Fulham goal last season. McAllister was a 6 for me. Just did his job. Nothing spectacular. I like him a little bit more advanced because that pass that he gave to, was it Simicast on the left in the second half? Was it the second half? Or the first half? Yeah, it was the second half, and it was absolutely a beaut. Gakpo, an absolute monster. He gets an 8.5 for me. He would have been a man of the match if he finished the game, but he was taken off. And then Mo Salah, I'm giving him a 6. Did really well in certain situations. He created the shot for himself. Just hit the crossbar twice. Szoboszlai, I'm gonna give him 2 ratings because one part of his game was absolutely crazy, excellent. Off the ball, the pressing, the recoveries, the pressures. He gets a 9 for me. But on the ball, even though he did score, so that bumps it up a bit, I'm gonna give him a 5 because he could do way better. He gets in really good positions, but he can do way better. And Jota probably gets the lowest mark for me, which is a 4. He had an opportunity to square it, and he must square it in that situation for me. And to not even hit the target was a bit criminal, to be honest. But doesn't mean that he's crap. It just means he had an off game. He had an off game, and I think he's more of a player that he might be good for, the back end of stuff, or coming in against the little teams. But we'll see. We'll see, man. He hasn't had a clean bill of health for ages. And the people that did come on, Chiesa didn't have much time. I think he had about 4 minutes. Nunes, he had a couple of half chances, and one where he created it for himself by being alert and taking the ball off the keeper before he can pick it up. so I'll give him a 6. Luis Diaz didn't do much when he came on. Didn't do much, so I'll give him a 5. Endo also didn't do much. Another 5. Gomez, literally the last kick of the game, he Leao absolutely humiliates him, puts him on the floor. But I think that was his first minutes the whole season. I'm not sure. You guys let me know if that's his minutes. Curtis Jones didn't see the game. Robertson didn't see it. Jaros, Kelleher, Kwanzaa, Tyler Morton, Connor Bradley did not get on the pitch. But yeah, what a game anyway. What a game. Let's see your ratings. Richard says Allison 7, Trent 7, Kanate 8.5, EVD 8.5, Simicast 6.5, Gravenberch 9. We agree there. McAllister 7.5, Salah 7, Gakpo 8.5, Sabozlai 6, Jota 6, Subs, Diaz 6, Nunes 5.5, Gomez 6, Endo 5, Chiesa 5. Decent. Liverpool Truth Channel here says, if you go look at Zobo, Maka, Grav's heat map, all 3 of them are pretty much playing as 8s. Yeah, it's fluid. It's rotational. Or, yeah, is that the word? Rotational? Yeah, they rotate a lot. Depending on the situation. And this is the Dutch style of philosophy. Should be able to, recognize the way a game is going. When you need to go attack, you go attack. When you need to be defending, you should be defending. And that's what one thing I do like about Slot's appointment is that rotational football. It's especially hopefully it continues and he can add to it. And it'll be amazing. Richard says here, what do you think about Nunes and Jones at Liverpool? Time is up or still need time? Honestly, it's not. I'm judging it from now, so it's not looking good for either of them at the moment. But there's still time for that to change. That's one thing I would say. It's still time for it to change. But at the moment, it's not looking great. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good. Richard said, Barella played fantastic against Man City. This is the type of player we need in DM. Yeah, man. Rumors is well coming out today. I've been getting inundated with messages. Zubimendi saying, or allegedly saying that he made a mistake and he should have come to Liverpool and he hopes Liverpool to come back in for him in January. Yeah. Guys, in life, it's short. Life is short. You get good opportunities. Do not turn it down. That's the lesson that we can learn. Opportunities should not be turned down. Yeah. And family members, wives, children, all of these things should be considered, but they should not hold you back from realizing your goals. You know what I mean? They should be there to support you in what you do. You know what I mean? So we're definitely going to sign another quality ball playing midfielder. Do you know what I would have loved to have seen? Yeah, I would love to have seen a Thiago in this team before, unfortunately, had to retire because of his hips. Thiago would have been absolutely ideal to be receiving it off the back four and then starting attacks from deep. Whew. Hollywood Rock says here, Mendy acting like a girl who rejected your marriage proposal. Nah. Nah, B, it's over. It's over. It's over. Listen, guys, as well. I'm going to tell you guys one thing as well. Although it's true, it's right. You're right that he rejected us. But never hold grudges, guys. Never hold grudges. If he's willing to apologize and come in January, we might actually be cooking something. We might actually be doing something. You know what I mean? If he's willing to do that. If not, there's plenty of fish in the sea. You know what I mean? And remember that. But life is too short to hold grudges. As long as he apologizes and comes, boom, boom. Like, comment, subscribe, share, bless up, respect everyone. One love, respect Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. I couldn't have ended it better. Thank you, Richard, for joining us. Thank you, Hollywood Rock. Thank you, Liverpool, the Truth Channel. Thank you to Red Vision. Thank you to Adieri. Thank you to Alexander for all tuning in. Okay, you guys, let's grow this community. Let's get this up to 2,000 subscribers, then 10, then 50, then 100. Let's grow together, and hopefully Liverpool give us a ride of a lifetime in the process. Until next time, peace. Here and in the Middle East. Take care, guys. Appreciate you. Peace.